I've been playing a lot of Arknights Endfield today, 5 hours streaming it. So far, this beta test has been incredible. I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Gonna have my day one impressions up at some point tomorrow morning when I normally post videos, but there is one issue I have with the game, one fatal, overwhelming flaw that I do want to address. The gacha in gacha games can make or break a game for me. It can kill any excitement I have for it. And Arknights Endfield, well, I genuinely hope they make sufficient alterations to this system before it launches, because if it launches like this, then I dare say it is going to severely hinder any chance at success the game might have. Now, let me go into detail as to why that is. Currently, during the beta, there are 2 different banners. There's this one, which gives you a guaranteed 6-star operator after 50 pulls. You have Ember, you have Gilberta, and you have Lifeng. That is awesome. This banner is the limited banner right now that has Surtur, or as she's referred to in this game, Levitain, I think is how you pronounce that. You are guaranteed a character at 120 pulls. I've done 21 pulls thus far. Therefore, I have 99 attempts left before I am guaranteed this character. So you are guaranteed the limited banner character upon reaching 120 pulls. That isn't bad, especially when you consider Wuthering Waves has a pity at 80, and then it has 50-50. Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, they have pities at 90, and a 50-50 there. So you can win it at 80 pulls, you can win the character at 90 pulls, or you can fail and then be forced to go all the way to hard pity at 160 or 180. That is not the case with Arknights here, with this specific limited character. Instead, at 120 pulls, you are guaranteed the character. It doesn't matter if you do 121, there is no chance for you to actually physically lose this. As long as you hit 120, you are guaranteed the limited banner character. But you're guaranteed the limited banner character one single time, and one time alone, as it denotes right here. Once only. I have not hit that guarantee yet, so I can't say what happens afterwards. If you never get the limited banner character ever again, I have no idea. But clicking the headhunting details, navigating down, it does go over quite extensively how all of this works. This headhunting banner has a base drop rate of 0.8% for the max 6-star rarity characters, and an 80 attempt guarantee for 6-star operators. This is specifically concerning this character right here, or rather this banner right down here. So after 80 attempts, you do get a 6-star operator. You get a 5-star every single 10 pull, but at 80, you are guaranteed a random 6-star operator. Guarantees from other limited headhunting can carry over to this banner, and that is good. But going down a little further, this headhunting banner has a base drop rate of 8% for 5-star operators and a 10 attempt guarantee for 5-star operators. Again, this is good. If you make 65 headhunting attempts without getting 6-star operators, every subsequent headhunting attempt will enjoy a 5% drop rate increase for 6-star operators. Drop rate is reset once you get a 6-star operator. This is good. Increased rates upon every single pull after 65. However, this is when things take a turn for the worse, and this is where I have an issue with it personally. 6 and 5-star operators you receive from this banner have a 50% chance of being Levitain. However, this headhunting banner has a 120 attempt guarantee to give the featured up 6-star operator, which again is very good. This guarantee can only trigger once and will be reset when the headhunting banner expires. The guarantee will not carry over to subsequent headhunting banners. It will not carry over. So let me elaborate on what this means. Let's say, as an example, you make it to 119 out of the 120 pulls necessary to obtain Surtur, okay? You're 1 pull away, and you decide to yourself, you know what, I'd rather wait because another character is coming out. So you don't pull for Surtur, and you decide to save that because you're gonna hit pity in 1 pull, the guarantee in 1 pull. So you decide to wait, or even if you can't afford it and you have the expectation of retaining that. Once the banner transitions to the next banner in the cycle, your 119 pulls, that pity that you hit, that guarantee that you had, is no longer there because it does not transfer over. You can spend, if you're a free-to-play player and you're building up to affording a character, or you're building up with the anticipation of the next banner character, then you're screwed. You lose everything. You lose that entire guarantee. And that, to me, is bad. I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that I can do 110 pulls and lose all of that because I didn't get Surtur. I think the 80 for a 6-star operator and the 50-50 is perfectly fine. It's like woo-wah. I do not believe that the guarantee should reset. I am of the opinion, and I don't know if you guys are or not, I don't know if you share this sentiment, but I think this right here is not pay to win, but I think it is going to be a detriment to free-to-play players that can't afford to hit that 120 every banner, right? Because players aren't even gonna bother pulling. If they have to save up 120 pulls every single banner, they're not gonna bother attempting to waste it on Surtur. They're not gonna bother attempting to waste it on the next limited banner character because it's not gonna matter. Like, why would you have the option here of getting it in 50 or 80 or 100, but the guarantee at 120, but that pity, that guarantee, it does not transfer between banners, which just leaves you wasting resources that you would otherwise spend. I think, and I think this is the only way that they can fix this, that what needs to be done is there needs to be a way to retain your guarantee between banners. So if I do 80 pulls because I want to get Surtur, and then I run out and I can't make it to the 120, that guarantee should remain there if the next character is, you know, I don't know, Kalstit, right? So during Kalstit's banner, I could just do 40 more to get from 80 to 120, then I'm guaranteed Kalstit. I don't know why this isn't a thing. I don't know why they would reset the guarantee every single banner. Like, the banners last a couple weeks only. That gives you no time, and it's just so unintuitive. It is the one single thing that I have an issue with in Arknights Endfield right now. I don't mind the rates for the 50-50. I don't mind the rates for the weapons because there is a weapon banner here, right? So, like, I don't mind a lot of this. One thing I do, the one singular thing I do dislike is having my guarantee reset. That right there should not be a thing. It should not be a feature. It should not be implemented. This should not make it to live. This has to be removed. This has to be altered. Under no circumstance should hundreds of attempts worth of investment here be null and void. That should just not be a thing. That is unfair to us as players, to us as free players, to us as paying players. I appreciate the guarantee, I genuinely do. I think it is fantastic to see, but having the guarantee reset is just not the way to go. You could disagree with me if you want, but you're just supporting predatory practices if you do. We need this guarantee to transition over with the banner. That is gonna make this a lot friendlier for us as players. Outside of that though, this game has been a tremendous amount of fun, and I cannot wait to play more of it. It is probably the most polished beta test I've ever played. I'm gonna have first impressions up tomorrow. I urge you to be on the lookout for that, and a full review at some point, like later in the week or next week. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna wanna.